I do not agree that he doesn't have a right to lament. I don't know. Did he lie? I went to...
That's the marketing. That itself is the marketing.
And I have assured him that he can count on the Lagos State Police Command. We will place that requisite...
Recently, the singer Davido was on a podcast in the United States, a global podcast, and he made a comment about Nigeria's economy being in shambles. And that comment has drawn a lot of reactions and responses. And one of the things that a few people are using to justify the comment is the value of the naira.
David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, who came under heavy criticism over his recent remark advising Black Americans against relocating to Nigeria. According to Davido, it's not cool back home. The economy is in shambles.
We sit there and we allow our places of influence be where we advocate that is bad, it can never be good, it's worse. We condemn our own.
It's like this, where we sit down, we must tell the truth to each other. And the truth is that there are lots of things going on wrong economically, you know, human-wise in our country.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News, Gist and Blog. Nigeria economy is shambles. That word have caused chaos in Nigeria. Like the whole Aso Rock, the run etasketa, everybody in Senate, TV news, TV personalities, newspapers, blog, everybody is talking about that English. It is first time in Nigeria that English were ever spoken to describe Nigeria's state. Now, let's talk about the gist before we talk about the news. The gist is that Davido went on a podcast, and while he was asked about, okay, some people in America wants to go back home, and Davido said, to go back where? Isn't go back home, man. Nigerian economy is a shambles. Just 3 words like this. Boom! The whole Nigeria is shaking. Reno Omonkri is mocking himself. The TVC personalities are out there ranting because you know TVC are Tinubu supporters. Those who are ranting, Tinubu is doing that and this. Everybody is talking, and they want Davido to apologize for that word that he said. Okay, before we talk, I want you guys to watch this particular video on how Vdm reacted to these whole issues. We'll be right back. Now, you have watched the video. According to Vdm, that Reno Monkri, who were mocking Tinubu, I don't know. According to Vdm, Reno Monkri, who used to mock Tinubu, immediately after Tinubu won that election, automatically becomes Tinubu friend. A friend to a drug lord. A friend to a drug lord. Alleged drug lord. Now, let's forget about Reno Monkri. Let's talk about the TVC lady who were there ranting. Tinubu spent all his time traveling abroad to look for foreign investors and to come and invest in Nigeria. Do you look for foreign investors? If your economy is good, there is security, there is basic amenities, investors will come begging you to invest in your country, not you begging them. Before you have to persuade somebody to come and invest, it's because you know that your state is not in a good state. Tinubu have never even traveled to secure one investment for Nigeria.
All right, so Davido say Nigerian economy is in shambles, and I see a lot of people they attack him. Do you understand? Even that one open his mouth in soccer way where they come out, just they vomit shit. That's mumu where they call it no mockery. Open his mouth, they talk nonsense, right? They say, well, I don't even think anybody will take Reno Mogri serious. This is not the same person where they say Tinubu na drug lord. He go do big protests when Tinubu go UK. He do protest, say, drug lord, come out, embarrass Tinubu. Tinubu turn president now, he come back, come meet Tinubu again. My question to him, he never still answer. Do you also want to become a drug lord? Because what are you doing with an alleged drug lord, according to you? But that's number one. Now, Davido say the country's economy is in shambles. People are attacking him. Let's start with the countries that have left Nigeria. In 2024, we'll be going back. 2024 from January to October. In the first 6 months of 2024, at least 5 significant companies exited as the business climate remained difficult. This includes Microsoft Nigeria, Total Energies Nigeria, and PZ Kuzon, Kimberly Clark Nigeria, and Diageo PLC. Now let's go to 2023. The wave of exits continued in 2023 as over 10 major companies pulled out from Nigeria, citing profitability concern and challenging business condition. Notable departure include Unilever, Nigerian PLC, Procter & Gamble, Nigeria, GlaxoSmithKline, Consumer Company, ShopRite, Nigeria, Sanofi, Aventis, Nigeria, Equinox, Nigeria, Bolt's Food and Jumia Food, Nigeria. They all left because of the economy. 2022, all these things now are under APC regime. 2022, the trend persisted in 2022 with more than 15 prominent brand seizing operation in the country, including Universal Rubber Company, Mother Pride Venture, Aaron Product Nigeria, and Gorgeous Metal Makers. Those ones go. In 2021, the departure of the company escalated in 2021 with over 20 firms shutting down operation in Nigeria. Among those who left were Towa Aluminium, Freeman Industry, Stone Industry Limited, Morphex Nigerian Company, Shores Foam Limited. In 2020, more than 10 companies exited Nigerian markets as impact of economic instability and other operational challenges became evident. Notable closure include Standard Biscuit Nigeria, Nasco Fiber Company, Union Trading Company Nigerian PLC, Delhi Food. Now, since when APC carry power, economy just dey go like this. And the guy talk say the economy is in shambles and all of that they attack him. Did he lie? That's the question. Did he lie? We as Nigerians, we are living below $5 a week. A week! A week. Now, you people are using his father as reference. So now they talk say, in a country where your father has a $2 billion investment plans and you are pursuing the foreigners away from coming to invest in Nigeria, una get luck. Una get luck, say no be mean jam CNN. What una for year, una for base. You dey use Davido father as a reference. Davido father out of how many million Nigerians? Do you see the way Nigerians eat from hand to mouth? Because of the hardship of this country? What is the price of rice in the market? What is the price of rice in the market? This thing moved from 30-something thousand to over 100,000 naira. We say minimum wage. What's the price of beans? What's the price of gari? Egg used to be 30 naira. It's almost 200 naira now. With the same minimum wage. They said they moved that minimum wage to 80,000 naira, but it's not everybody that pays 80,000 naira. How much is transportation? See the fuel price. People are suffering. Businesses are folding. And the guy thought say the economy is in shambles. So now he say the boy just talk, yeah, you are chasing foreigners away. You people are lucky. Say no be legal talk. It was not me. Now by mistake, CNN just say, very dark man, come here. First thing I go talk, if you bring your company to Nigeria, if your MD is going home, they will kidnap him along Kogi Road first. I'll tell them about insecurity first. Insecurity first, the way that they kidnap people first. Now I'll tell them. You know, stop there. I'll tell them, say, if your pikin is going home, do you understand? And he follow one kind of road, they can do accidental discharge. The security agencies can do accidental discharge. That one na number 2. I'll come tell them, say, if your child is in school and is playing with 2 flags, like this, your child that does not know, your 10 years old, 11-year-old child is playing with flag, that we are arresting for treason, because in this country now, they used to lock children. Yes, now. Yes, now. You know how many things they to talk about Nigeria. Una get love. Davido is nice, even use proper English. Then that woman for TVC just open her wide mouth. Wide mouth, like say they open fridge. Just did they come out cold rubbish. They speak because you can speak English. Because you can speak English. You know how many children if you go school because of the insecurity of their own region. See primary school where they show you which day the roof don't come out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Because you could go to school, you open your mouth, blah, 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 blah. Did Davido lie? Did Davido lie? Did Davido lie? See Mr. Patrick Doyle, the husband to related, the ex-husband to related Doyle. The question, sir, with all due respect, did Davido lie? When they using papa name, they using papa name. His father don't make his own. But the people around where his father is staying, how are they living? Mona go makoko na. Go makoko na. Go makoko. If you enter, they talk me language. Look makoko. Your economy is good. We are not saying there should be no poor. There must be poor people everywhere. But if your economy is good, we will see it. Place where no lights. In 2024, we'll see the fine problem with lights. Bring company and see whether you go get lights. Yeah. Whether you go get lights to power your company. You go burn diesel, your eye go clear. Davido talk, all of now they vibrate. Or go kill everybody where they vibrate, where they criticize, or go kill all of now. And you better stop calling his name, else you all gonna learn. And you all will learn the hard way. Don't play. Make a give that Reno, especially that Reno. Big head.
The TVC personality were just out there ranting, talking about how Davido should apologize to Nigeria. How we Davido talks about Nigeria, that Nigeria economy is in shambles, that Nigeria economy is not in shambles. This is the best economy in Nigeria. How dare him? Because Tinubu is out there working endlessly, working tirelessly to make sure he secured investors for Nigeria to persuade them. That's why he traveled all over and around the world in 80 days. Now, may not be like Sammy, they put words for that woman, man, for that woman, that TVC woman. I want you guys to watch it so that we'll be right back.
What Davido has simply done is that when Asiwaju is taking a plane to country to look for the foreign investors that will come here, he's told them, don't come. Has he done a service to the average Nigerian inside Ede that does not know the royal family of Ede? Has he done a service to the Nigerians in Omwaron, who is in the bush trying to get wood? Has he done anybody a privilege in the rice farms in Bida? No, he hasn't. He has spoken whose truth? Of the elites. The people who spend the dollars. 1 minute, Tope. Not the people who buy beans per pinto. We know that the country is hard. We know that these reforms were forced on us because if we had continued to feed the elites, we would be worse off.
Yeah.
They had to take out subsidy, stop the payment. Allocation has increased to state governors, but we are not asking the governors.
No.
We have removed this supplement that we give to dollars so that we can buy it cheaply. We are now forced to buy it how we see it. And this is the real value. We are suffering under that weight. And what you can say is it's bad here. As if it's not bad. Did you hear the campaigns? During the elections, just the concluded election, did you hear the campaigns?
That's
of what the reality of America is. And Oprah would say it at elections, but she won't sit on a show or sit at a table and tell everybody, and tell a foreign interviewer what Davido did. And that's where it's wrong. Because you sat there, but now your reference point for whether they should go ahead and invest in the country. See, the point is, no matter how true your truth is, all your truth, if it's not going to be of service to your people, it's in the corridors where he could make that noise privately, but no, he chose to tell that person on it that America care, come where care. Whereas what we need is foreign investors. That's what our government has said we needed. Except Davido can show me 2-3 companies where he's producing beans, rice, the local food for the local man, so that he can be talking. Yes, we will know what you're talking, but you're still talking amongst yourselves. I don't see any privilege, any service he has done.
Let me take this call from Faith. He's calling from Kaduna. Thanks for calling. You're live. I'll let you.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Faith. You're live.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show, Faith.
Thank you. Morayo, everybody, Nima. I really appreciate this program. You people are on to.
Thank you.
We are, first of all, it's Grace, not Faith.
Oh, okay.
Grace.
To talk about the truth, yes. The truth. I didn't start it with you at first, but I liked what Christopher said. You know, the truth. Let's stand for the truth. Just this morning, I was listening to a radio program about a girl in the northern states in Sokoto. Do you know, due to these problems of insecurity, a girl, she said, I don't know, this one is not a herdsman or bandit, or, you know, they are a kind of like people in the IDP camps. They will gang themselves and come out and rape girls, teenage girls, and rape their mothers, their parents in front of the husband. You know, sorry, I am deviating a little bit, but I'm still emphasizing on this truth. We stand for the truth, you know. So this girl came out. She noticed, she's not even up to 19. She came out, she noticed that it is too much for her to get. It is too much if her country, if her governors, if her senators cannot stand. She came out and stood. She made a video. Do you know they came from everywhere, police, they arrested her. Everybody was accusing her that she's this, she's that, she's that. You know, nobody to stand for her anymore again. You know, she stood for the truth. That is what we are talking about. Now look at this small teenage girl. She's standing for the truth. But nobody is standing to listen to her. Right. Not until somebody took up from her, from a radio station, Human Rights. He said they are going to go with her to any length she's going.
Okay.
You know, this is something we should pick and say. Truth is always truth, no matter what. Right. Let's not, irrespective of anywhere we are coming from or anything others are going to say.
Somebody at that level of a Davido says it means a whole totally different thing. So, and that's where I am seeing where you're coming from. Well, where you're coming from is that why should we stop anybody?
She spoke about it.
Where?
So, hold on, calm down.
Because you don't watch, you're selective, we're doing selective analysis. There are so many black American, even white American movies that talk about the corruption and the rot. Loads of them that if you watch it, you'll be like, so this happens. I watched many medical series that you watch, you realize that Nigeria is not that bad. They also have several medical crises, several medical accidents that happen, several cover-ups. There are several American celebrities that have spoken up about how corrupt and how bad things are.
If you allow me,
let's not let's not pick and say this because there's some that are positive. This one we should not hear one that's negative. And in the video, even you could feel his pain. Like go weird. I went to
that's the marketing. Talk about that itself is the marketing.
Where we are as a nation, we've been broken up in shambles. Our PR is poor. We need people who can see beyond today and begin to rebuild. So I hear you talk, but you're absolutely right. Speak your truth. But in speaking that truth in 2024, is it going to give you a 2050? Is it going to give you a 2060? Would you build, or are we still just going to continue to speak our truth here to the detriment of our future? That's the point I want us to look at. I'll take this call and I'll come to you, Nima. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. I love your program.
Thank you.
But what I want to add is the sister software, what she said was right based on my own perception.
Yeah.
But I think when we continue to do something for a very long period of time, and it is not giving us the same result, I think we need to change pattern.
Yeah.
So this Davido format now, I think that is the right format to use now, because it is as if the leaders are not responsive to what is on ground. So I think when the shame and the public figure of the bad attitude and behaviors that given Nigerians is put on the public space, I think they will amend their ways, because the problem and the shame that Nigerians are facing, is, even as Nigerians alone, is very, very bad. So it is good for us whenever we have the opportunity at any platform, whether in the UK, anywhere in the world, let us tell them how Nigeria is, what the leaders are doing, so that they can sit up. So I don't blame Sister for what she's saying.
Okay, thank you very much.
I have the opportunity
to assist you. Go ahead.
Okay, so Davido did something very responsible, and I stick to it. Davido is one of the privileged Nigerians who are dual citizens. He talks about his Atlanta background a lot. Did he do a service to the Nigerian who doesn't have that privilege?
Now, this lady, you know TVC, how they were supporting Tinubu during election. Some people said TVC belongs to Tinubu. Some people said TVC belongs to Tinubu relative. I don't really know. I don't care. I don't care. But this woman, I don't think that is a Nigerian. Because if this woman is a Nigerian and he live in Nigeria and he mean well for Nigeria, she will not be saying all those things that she's saying. No. Now, how will a lady with her own rightful sense say the economical dichotomy of Nigeria, that the state of economy of Nigeria right now, and we will not want anybody to describe it that Nigeria economy is a shambles? Saying the truth now is now the biggest problem. Anything happen in Nigeria, they want it to remain in Nigeria, don't say it. And they don't want to change, not that they are planning. This, have you heard one day that this TVC news speak something that is true, or bring somebody to interview anybody at all? about Nigeria politics and to ask them, why is Nigeria economy like this? Why is Nigeria politician running things like this? No. This TVC News is the only TV station that is clapping hands for anything that is worse, that is making Nigeria economy to be shamble. If they're not talking about relationship, talking about marriage, talking about Zazu, talking about Mubad, they never talk anything about politics, except maybe they just fix camera as Tinubu they talk. Tinubu talk since they go post and say, Tinubu, we are talking today. They'll never ask question, why is the economy like this? Why is Nigeria trembling, staggering, or Nigeria is going backward? It's not one of their business. They just want Nigeria to remain like this. All the reasonable Nigerians are clapping hands and saying, if you go to the comment section, you know that now you are saying that Nigerian economy is good. Tinubu said that he removed fuel subsidy. Since Tinubu became president of Nigeria, Nigeria were able to save up to $20 billion from subsidy. They said Tinubu is able to save $20 billion for Nigeria. He is the one requesting Senate presently to go and borrow $2 billion for Nigeria. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. I was able to save 20 billion. But I'm asking, please approve me. I want to go and borrow $2 billion from elsewhere. Why don't you just take the 2 billion out of the 20 billion? Why do you want to borrow? If true that all those statistics that you guys are giving. I don't know why these politicians is just looking at TVC to think that everybody is dumb, because whatever they do, TVC will never talk about it. The only two TV stations in Nigeria who knows how and feel the pain of a common Nigerian is Arise News and Channel Television. And the full Channel Televisions is Sheun and Rufai from Arise News. These are the people who put themselves in the common Nigerian pain to ask questions. Why is this thing like this? And why is this thing? These are journalists who they ask questions. It is not all about your. Anyway, as a Nigerian, do you agree that Nigeria economy is in shambles? If you think that Nigeria economy is not a shambles, that Davido should apologize, I am here to ask you guys a question. Since just 9 years now, since APC started ruling Nigeria, everything that we're like, fuel were 100 something naira before Buhari came into power. And from there, fuel is now 1,000 plus. It's not times 1, it's not times 2, it's not times 3, it's not times 4, it's not times 5, it's times 6 now. 1,000 plus, times 6. Bag of cement 2,000 naira. It's not times 1, it's not times 2, it's not times 3. Now it's times 5. It's now 10,000 naira or 13,000 in some cases. Now bag of rice is 12,000 naira. Since APC came into power, it's now 115, 120, 130. It's not times 1, it's not times 2. Everything is times 6, times 7, sometimes times 10. How can country within 8 years from this government just crumbled? You see people that were saying Tinubu is bad, all of them have the camping like Reno Mokri, the most senseless politician that I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section. What do you think about all these TVC ranting news personalities? Go to their platform. Nobody even they watch their news. They talk more about music than politics. They don't even care about what's happening in Nigeria. That's why their focus is on Davido. In case you have not watched that particular video of Davido saying that Nigerian economy is in shambles, I will put it at the end of this video so that you just watch it to understand where this craziness is coming from. All right, I love you guys. Until we meet again, peace out. Don't forget to comment your thoughts, like this video, share this video to your platform if you have any, share it to all your social media platforms, and above it all, subscribe if you have not done so. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our future uploads. Until we meet again, peace out. I love you guys.
The question was like, so if people want to leave America and like try to find those,
leave America and go where?
Back home.
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not.
My country now is in the economy now is in shambles. Like,
but if people are leaving,
I do my part.
Yeah,
I'm an ambassador. So the exchange rate is messed up. A lot of stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good anymore. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil, and we pay more money for oil.
Recently, the singer Davido was on a podcast in the United States, a global podcast, and he made a comment about Nigeria's economy being in shambles. And that comment has drawn a lot of reactions and responses. And one of the things that a few people are using to justify the comment is the value of the naira. And a lot of people don't understand the economics behind it. I'm going to try to explain it to you. When you use the value of the naira from the 80s under President Shagari, through the 90s under Abacha, and then to President Obasanjo, all the way to General Muhammadu Buhari, you're not doing the right thing, because the value of the naira then wasn't the accurate value. The naira was pegged. And because it was pegged, the naira was being defended monthly. We started in the 80s with about $200 million monthly, and then it grew to an astronomical amount under General Buhari of about $1.5 billion every month. So basically, we were subsidizing the naira. So all of that cheap dollars that we were getting is because the Central Bank of Nigeria was subsidizing the naira. And we weren't using that money to, just imagine if we were using $1.5 billion to provide infrastructure, to build roads, to build energy plants, to build hospitals, to build schools. Imagine where Nigeria would be now. And what were we using that money for? And please, you can fact check me. We're using that money to buy $75 million worth of French champagne, 25 million pounds of Scotch whiskey. We're spending the money on human hair. Women were spending about $200 million on human hair because the dollar was cheap. And what was happening is that people were not in manufacturing in Nigeria, so it was just cheaper to import. Things that we could make in Nigeria, like tomato paste, toothpick, pizza, even spring water, we were importing them. And so what the Tinubu administration has done is to stop that subsidy and to allow the naira float. So what we now have is a floated currency. Basically, a floated currency is that it is governed by the laws of demand and supply. So that's why the currency just suddenly devalued. It's not because of bad governance. It's actually a good thing. Now, you see what's happening because of that. Nigerians can no longer afford a lot of imported things. And what's the result of that? We're now producing and manufacturing those things in Nigeria. The Dangote tomato paste factory has now come back up in Kano. Why? Because we can no longer afford to import tomato paste from Italy. And so it's now affordable to manufacture in Nigeria and a number of other things. And that's why if you look at the NBS data, our GDP for the third quarter of 2024 was 4.36, higher than most countries. The United States had a GDP of the same period of 2.8. And then unemployment has reduced. According to NBS, unemployment in the second quarter is now 4.2. It's because of this things. You got to understand that there is historical, precedence for this. During the Civil War, we were not importing again because a lot of people, there was just people who were importing largely in Lagos and in the coastal areas. They went back to Biafra. And so importation just crashed. And because importation crashed, what happened is that we saw people now manufacturing in the Lagos axis of Ikeja, Ijora, and we saw that in 1971, our GDP grew by 25.01, 1970 by 24%, but 1969, it grew by 24%. That was the highest GDP growth rate that Nigeria has ever had, and you can cross-check me. So our economy is in good hands. I know that, yes, you want to see cheap things. You want to see the naira regain its value. If you want to do that, then you've got to be like me. You've got to dress in made in Nigeria attire, made in Nigeria fabric. You got to buy made in Nigeria products. As I go out, yes, I live abroad, but everything I wear when I go out, and you guys see the proof, is made in Nigeria. Not only that, you got to invest in Nigeria. You got to send money back to Nigeria. And now, for those of us in the diaspora, it's now very, positive for us, because with the value of the naira now, it pays for us to send our foreign currency to Nigeria. And we're seeing that. You see, we see that non-oil exports in Nigeria, for the first time since, I think, since about the 80s, but it's only happened 3 times in Nigeria. We now have non-oil exports now topping oil exports. Why? Because manufacturing is up. Because it's profitable to manufacture in Nigeria. I think just 2 days ago, JS, they are the biggest meat processor in the whole world. They're investing $2.5 billion in Nigeria. That's it. So whenever you have a global opportunity to speak about Nigeria, don't say negative things about Nigeria. First of all, our economy is not in shambles, but just even for the sake of argument, assuming it is true, it is not you that will be telling people that our economy is in shambles, be projecting Nigeria. No. You see, effective rebranding of a country happens when positive things about the country are projected. My name is Renan Mokri. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.
Make una see me say problem. I don't know why Nigerians will go see truth. We know if you talk and me understand. Now they see people they insult the video because of interview when to say the economy no good. Say no fit allow friends to come Nigeria. They see many actors and they can't do eye service. All this about Nigeria popular former celebrities and we no get sense. They come and they can say the video you spoil your country reputation because of what you do. Foreign investors no go fit come because of you go for interview go they spoil your country name. Some of them no get sense. You understand? And most of all these people don't collect money from politicians and take support them make they enter power because on no say no loan belle on define. You understand? The video make I tell you the truth. What you talk no dey bad at. In fact, if Jesus Christ blow trumpet now, if Jesus blow trumpet now, the video you be the first person to enter heaven because he need a lie. Waiting you talk now 100% to the economy good before make we even look like this. Our politicians, them, all their children know they abroad. 90% of Nigerian politicians, all their children in the school abroad. When their children in school finish, then go buy house, for America, buy house for Chicago, buy house for Dubai, buy house everywhere. You understand? Make their children they live because they don't want their children. They don't even want their children to come. Talk more of visitors. They don't want their own children when they born. Our politicians, they don't want their children to near at all because they know say they go kidnap them. Then go demand for ransom. You understand? Because they know say the country no good and they say wetin the video talk no good. If you know say be part of those people who don't tackle the video, take this from me, thunder fire you. I'm seriously some of them are the crazy. So wetin una want make the video talk? When I want making go for the interview, go say, Nigeria is a very good country. The country is very nice. There is security. Everybody is happy in the country. Things are so cheap. The government they are doing very, very well. In fact, the people are happy with the current government because they are taking the country to the next level. Now wetin una want making go talk? So that when Jesus blow trumpet tomorrow, he go be the first person to get fire. Thunder fire now the crazy. So now Davido wetin they talk they very good. You understand? You know like don't allow your conscience to worry you. You did very, very well. Actually, the video make I tell you the truth. If to say for that interview, go there, go to say, Nigeria economy is doing very well. The government they are trying to make sure there is peace in the country. At least the security now is quite better than before. The people are happy. The Nigerian government they are putting their effort to make sure the economy is good. So we advise foreign investors to come in. Another set of people go see insult you say, because your papa get money now, because all your children they abroad now, where your wife they wait chama, she be chama the America they do jogging for May Road. This one, where my day, where all of them, where your twins, she be carry them come up from Nigeria, come for national television, they talk nonsense. That one go even worse fast because the cost you go receive, that one go work for your body. If they say me thunder fire your left leg, it go affect your left leg. But this one we talk now. Anything where anybody insult you, no go work because you said the truth. You talk the truth with your full chest. You be better ambassador. In fact, that be the best ambassador for Nigeria because they represent your people where you understand. You know be lie person. You're a good man, Davido. No mind all these people, all these actors, them and all these your people where they want make it cover. See, even the rain or mockery, we carry baby like unfortunate bingo. We carry baby like go to a misro travel abroad. You understand? They say, you disgrace the country. Thunder fire all of them, Davido. You be better person. The time they talk and say many Nigerians no get sense. You understand? Another thing where they make our government they misbehave now because of this way they always talk. You go see some people that go come for internet, come they write, Nigerians are very strong people. No matter how bad the economy is, no matter how bad the country is, they will find a way to make themselves happy. They will find a way to survive. Nigerians can survive in any condition. And that condition don't kill many, don't buy many people. Our country where don't scatter, country where no get reputation now. Now they try to protect. When we say our government then go borrow money, they no go pay. You understand? They go borrow again. Now when I say which eye you say this country carry the sales, country where no fit pay money. If person borrow money for your hand, they no fit pay, then they call for more. You don't go look them like goat, like unfortunate bingo. They that. Shame on now. Psycho, I dedicate this up to Nigeria because the way what they say, I'm not sure say Nigeria go better again in Jesus' name. Amen. Imonti yoro, anamanini ya shayere, orishak bakam, orishak bala akuko, origorigo, imonti yoro, anamanini ya shayere, orishak bakam, orishak bala akuko, origorigo. Make una leave Davido alone. When I want make the boy go hellfire, Davido, you do better thing.